This is a look at sharing photos to parents and the community through Thrillshare. So the main place that you're going to want to be sharing, there's two places that you're going to want to share things. There's two avenues. So the first one is in the media. Click live feed, and your live feed, once you're here, you are going to click create a post. Where this is going to show up once you've clicked live feed is on the website. This portion is the live feed. So anything here, it's going to show up on our website. The other cool thing is you get the opportunity to post it in multiple places at once. So click live feed and then Facebook and Instagram. You're going to post whatever your message is right there. I am going to post in this one about the robotics competition. And then I'm going to select the pictures. So click select pictures, go to the pictures that you want to add. You can select more than one at a time. And then it's going to ask you to create the alt text for each picture. It's also going to crop the pictures so that they fit best for Instagram. So it says Instagram right there. And you want to create your alt text. Once your alt text is put in for each one of the pictures, you do that by clicking on the picture. It lets you open up the picture and you'll put in the alt text right there. You also have the option to reorder these and drag them in whatever order you would like, then press upload. Then click continue. And it confirms that we are posting it as South Ogden Junior High and that we're publishing it to this group. And you have the choice of saying you want to publish it now or to schedule. I usually do publish now, but if you want to schedule it, that's also a very good option. The other place that you can post is in Rooms. Click on Rooms. This is going to post to people's phones via the WSD app. So click on the room that is associated with your school, and then you're going to do create a new announcement. In here, you can have text that is describing whatever photos it is that you're going to be posting or whatever it is. So you would describe it, and then you would, to add attachments is how you would add photos to it. It will do the same thing where it's going to require alt text, but this one has a button right here that will use AI to create the alt text for you. So I would check it to make sure that it's accurate, but that is a time saver. And then when you look at the advanced settings, that's where it's going to allow you to do a scheduled post. If you want to, you would click the slider and it's going to let you choose a date and a time. And then you can go into the post. We don't need any of those options for this, but we would post whatever it is that we want and then press post. So the other option would be that if you're wanting to share a video, that you could link them to some other kind of content. So you can have text in here and then highlight over it the same way you'd put in a link in other places. And you can add the URL to something from your YouTube channel. You could also add in something from your actual website. So on the website, all of the different articles that we have their own, they've got a URL. So you could copy that. You could post it in one place and, post it in the live feed, post it as a news article, or even post it as an email. And then you can link people to that email. So if you had written an email that you want to send people to, you can look at your newsletters and you can say, I want the link to this particular email right here. And you would just say, copy the link to that email. And then back in Rooms, you can reference that link and people would then click. They'd get it on their phones, but it would open up. And what it would end up looking like would be, it'll show you okay, this is what the email looked like. So it'd pull up a browser for them and they'd be able to see whatever was in the email. So it's a way to save time where if you're going to be posting it inside of the live feed or you're going to be posting it in news, the main difference here is just where it's located on the website. So the news articles are on the website right underneath the live feed. You've got live feed here and then news articles. The live feed is going to let you see all of the live feeds at the same time. So when you click here, if you're going to be giving people a link to this, it's going to show all of our live feed posts. So that's the URL that you would be giving people if you're linking them to the live feed. If you want to send them to a news article, that's actually going to be individualized for the article itself. So that's the main difference. If you want to keep it just as one subject, then you could write it as a news article. News articles give you the same options to post to social media. And then in rooms, this is where you're just sending it to people's phones, and engage is going to their email, which they could be getting on their phone or their computer. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can post, and hopefully this helps.